enough.
But make no mistake,
writing that stuff is tough.
Sublime in its scope, no thing is more artful.
It deserves honors and lauds by the cartful.
The play is just perfect.
Nothing is wrong.
Except that it's almost 2 hours
too long.
The play is still great, so we need not repeat it.
But you need to be Albert Einstein just to read it.
Now, don't get us wrong. We love William Shakespeare.
But in this new century, he's not very clear.
Yet, only in reverence to him, our great hero, do we bring the bard back to our level 0.
We've shortened the play, changed some names, made it rhyme. No more of that blank verse. We don't think he'd mind.
A rhyming tetrameter is thought quite useful.
But could make the play sound a bit Dr. Seussful.
And what's wrong with that? Why, sure, it's worth standing. Seuss is good too, and most folks understand him.
Now, don't get the notion that the Seussification of Romeo and Juliet is our one main intention.
We'd never do that.
Oh no. And that's why we're bothering telling you so.
Our prologue is given to the top of the play.
A paragraph giving the whole plot away.
It must be important. There must be a reason for Shaky to put it there.
He's just teasing.
Our prologue's addressed. Our prologue's addressed, so let's watch and see.
This lamentable,
horrible,
gross comedy. Tragedy.
Verona's a place from where our play's picked. 2 families live there, and man, were they ticked. Their ancient grudge match happened before the story, and rekindled hatred made their feud more gory. Straight from the loins of those mentioned above. Popped Kid 1.
And monotones have on their bellies an O. Nothing's more fashionable. What could be better?
Nothing except that you picked the wrong letter.
Don't you like all have an X on their tongue, and if you don't
long sword, the one that cuts deep. While I'm waiting, I'll yell, monotone, you're a creep.
You villain, capitulate. I'm more the man. And you're the creepiest creep in the land.
Creepiest creep. Does he have a point there?
He's lying, my love. You must never surrender.
Enter the prince, royal and wise. He's had about all he can take from these guys. A crusader for peace, he stops the fight, and everyone listens because they know he's right. He pauses and makes an eloquent speech.
You jerks, knock it off. I've been trying to sleep.
Upon hearing the prince's great message of virtue, the crowd all dispersed. It was almost past curfew. Only Lord and Mrs. Monotone stayed.
Where's our Romeo? I've not seen him all day. Why will he not fight in the brawls like the others?
He's spent all the fun daydreaming. Why should he bother?
Show me a mistress that is passing fair, where I may read who passed that passing fair. She is too fair, too wisely too fair. It must be unfair to be passed at a fair. Because fairs, they don't care who's passing them rarely. Even the fair will pass rarely, but barely. My love is fair, stripped bare and cooked rare. But fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
That was young Romeo, kid number 1, but as you can see, he's not having much fun. Perhaps you could use some red sneasel fruit juice. It's the best kind of juice when your mind's on the loose. It's guaranteed for 10,006 uses, and it's nothing, no nothing, like old Dr. Seuss's. Nor is this play, which can stand on its own. Just thought we'd remind you before you go home.
Meanwhile, back at the capitulate pad, there's a suitor for Julie, and he's with her dad.
Capitulate? I am the man for your daughter.
I think you'll do.
But who could be hotter? Besides, I brought you some peppermint candy.
Does he have a point? I think you'll be dandy. Let's have a banquet. Young man, go and get all these people whose names I have writ.
Before I can find all these people and greet them, I need to find someone who knows how to read them.
Well, this fairs, they don't care who's passing them rarely. Even the fair will pass rarely, but barely. My love is fair, stripped bare and cooked rare. But fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
Romeo, I know your heart has been broken because on this matter you've endlessly spoken. And I've tried my best to be philanthropic, but cousin, I think you've exhausted the topic. This tether to sadness I think you must cut. Or if you don't, will you please just shut up?
But Benvolio, it is so rare to forbear.
Hey, buddy, what's up? Can we help you there?
Sure enough, if there's help, then I need it. 'Cause I got this list here and I just can't read it. To find a strong reader is what I've been hoping.
Well, I'll read it to you. It will keep me from moping.